2018. That was the lowest point of my life. You see, life was pretty good before then. I went to good school, I got good grades. When I started working, I got promoted pretty quickly. And when I was 31 years old, I was the CEO of a tech company in San Francisco. I was getting paid over $200,000 a year. I was getting invited to Las Vegas, everything paid for me. I was in the same room as Mark Zuckerberg, having beers with the Zuck. Life was awesome, but it didn't last long. In 2017, the mobile tech bubble had bursted. I lost my job. I lost my visa. I lost my home. And I had to return to Tokyo, feeling like an absolute failure. And when I go back to Tokyo, I just wanted to bounce back. I wanted to bounce stronger than ever. I wanted to prove to myself that I wasn't a failure. So I joined a startup. I met the founder, and he told me how creative and innovative and dynamic they were. And he asked me to join, and I jumped at the opportunity. I just wanted to prove to myself different. But after about a month or so of joining this new company, I realized that it was just another sales company. It was the sort of company that would track how many phone calls I made every day, how many meetings I went to every day, and they just gave me this monthly target that just went up and up and up every single month. I got depressed. Yeah, I hated this place. And within 1 year of joining, I was depressed. I hated myself. I hated my life. I was saying to myself, what the fuck am I doing here? Only a couple of years ago, I was having beers with Mark Zuckerberg, and here I was, making sales calls, making sales meetings every day. And I really didn't like my life then. So I needed an escape. Because reality sucked. I needed an escape. And that's when I developed an addiction for online gaming. I just didn't like the reality, so I escaped myself to the virtual world every single day until like 1, 2, 3 a.m. I played online games. Then I get up at 7 and go to the office that I really, really didn't want to go to every day. So that was my life in 2018. Life just sucked. Looking back now, everything was just dark. But everything changed one morning. It was a Thursday morning. It was a really nice day like today. And they had a sales meeting at 11 a.m. And it was a weekly sales meeting of maybe 200-300 people. And the executive would be at the front, coming in really excited with the microphones. He'll be like, good on you guys. We hit the record again. Give yourselves a clap. Well done, guys. I believed in you. I knew you could do it. Another record. He was like the Wolf of Wall Street. Like, he was super excited every month. Really excited every week about the numbers. And I used to sit at the back with 200-300 people wearing business suits. Everyone's wearing tie, and they're like clapping at the numbers. I used to sit at the back thinking, man, this is so stupid. It's like, why is he so excited by numbers, man? It's just numbers. Why are we clapping at numbers on the wall? Like, isn't this stupid? It's not like our salary's got to go up. And I used to just complain about the executives, about the company, about everything. But this day, it was different. I was pointing finger at the executive, as usual. In my mind, not physically. But I was pointing finger at him, and I thought to myself, hang on a minute. Maybe he was born to do business. Maybe he's talented at business. Maybe he is good at business. That's why he gets excited by numbers. Maybe I don't get excited by numbers because I wasn't born to do this. maybe I should be somewhere else. So for the first time in my life, I stopped doing this and started doing this. Started self-reflecting. And for the first time in my life, I questioned myself of working for a corporate. And that second, I promised myself, I'm going to post something on Instagram every single day before I start online game. I'm going to post something about soccer because soccer was my passion. I always wanted to work in soccer. So I promised myself I'm going to post something on Instagram about soccer every day. And I did that. 6 weeks later, I had 3,000 followers. I couldn't believe it. It's like, whoa. I wasn't even a designer, but I just designed some graphics about soccer and I had 3,000 followers in 6 weeks. So I doubled down. Did another 6 weeks. I had 6,000 followers. And I posted the same thing on Twitter and I had 3,000 followers there. So from the day that I made that promise to myself, I had 9,000 followers in 3 months. I couldn't believe it because I'd never done social media before that. So I knew there was something there. So I just kept going. I did Instagram, I did X, I did blog. I actually made 3 sports medias websites. And finally, I started YouTube. And after my third video, I remember telling my partner, hey, you know what? Maybe I was born to do YouTube. Because I was editing myself and I could see I was shining, like I was happy. I was like, oh, this guy looks good on camera. And so I worked hard. I worked hard on YouTube. And in 12 months, I was making more money on YouTube than in my corporate job. So I left. So that's my story to how I left corporate forever.